Hello, Eman. Are you still there? You left your questions and you left. Now, if I answer to your question, then you can't know what they are until it is uploaded. So, should I do that? And if you come back, I'd say, I'm sorry, you gotta wait till it's done and uploaded. So, are you here now, Aman? Before anybody else comes here, you have the you have the session. So if you're here, I can respond to your question. Just say something. Otherwise, I respond to a question, then you got to wait until it's done and uploaded. Then you will see the result. Well, I guess Aman is not here, so we wait till he comes back, I guess. Otherwise, he has to be patient till the live stream is finished. Is anyone out there can hear me okay? We've got two people here, but there's one with questions, Aman, but he's not here. And those two people have left, and Aman is not here, so I'm talking to myself. Are you here, but you're not visible? Like it says zero people watching. First, let's find out why is it showing you as non-existent. It shows zero people watching, but you're there, no? Anyhow, first of all, girls call any guy that they like hot, but this word has never been in existence when I was a teenager. This is a new word, and it's so used overly, and it's basically never used, even when it started being used by women. It was used for guys to say, oh, she's hot. And now they've picked it up and use it for that. But girls call boys hot in a different way than guys call girls hot. When a girl likes a guy, she says, oh, he's hot. When we say she's hot, it just means she's really, sexual and sexy and fit and all that stuff. So don't take it personal if some girl calls another guy that you know that he's hot. That means she likes him. Doesn't matter how he looks like. And there are girls that you don't know about, and they may think you're hot, but you don't hear it. Often, guys don't hear a girl calling them hot. It's just always behind the scene. So the fact that she has said that because she's hoping that you will tell the guy, so the guy will kind of ask her out or something. So next time, if she says something like that, say, listen, we guys don't necessarily like to hear the girl that we know is calling another guy hot. You think he's hot? Well, talk to him. I'm not a messenger. That's your answer. And that sets the tone that she would know that, look, you're in line, you're in queue. It's not like you're just being friend. You're friend, but you're in the queue. You know you're there, and you could be interested. So you gotta understand these rather than being jealous or saying the stuff that you're saying. Oh, no girl has ever called me hot. Hot. Well, who does? I don't believe anybody's called me hot or anybody else that I know. It's just the word that we boys use for girls, and now they're using it for guys, but they don't use it the way we use it. They mean for some reason, one reason or another, they like the guy. And you can be hot for many girls in that using that connotation, provided that you teach yourself how to interact with girls, what qualities and education and expertise you will gain in your life as you grow up, and your manners and attitudes and character is usually what makes the girls consider a guy hot. Otherwise, they're not really necessarily meaning that he's hot just the way we call the girls hot. So you can attract girls as best as you can, not a problem, just like anybody else. But you got to come up with ways that would make you special by your education, by your expertise, by your accomplishments, by your manners, by your, you know, compassionate, being compassionate, by someone who's caring. And that character causes many girls will call you hot. Or just this one didn't. Well, see, she likes somebody else. So what? If some girls like somebody else, that doesn't mean you're out of a race for other girls. So stop comparing yourself and stop reading so much into these things. It's meaningless. So what? Some girl likes some guy, calls him that, and some girl likes you, will call you that behind your back. You never know. Just focus on yourself and what your life should be like, and how to build your life, how to accomplish things, and it's a long journey. So it's not ending with this girl saying some complimentary word to you or not saying. There'll be others. So, wow. We have Hussein, 19 male India. Thank you for that. Hello, sir. How are you? How to make yourself stronger that you can easily move on from any breakup and any problems in life. Do you have any other choice other than moving on from a breakup or negotiating and figuring out how to deal with challenges that show up in life? Do you have any other choice? Is there any other way? It's the only way that if you want to continue your life and benefit from the abundance of opportunities available in life, well, you got to move on from this breakup in order to get somewhere else that could be other positive opportunities. How can you explore other islands in the ocean if your boat is tied to the dock? First, you got to cut the cord, then you can row and, paddle forward. But you think that you can explore and find what beautiful things, the trees and nature and fruits and food and girls are on the other islands without cutting the cord to be able to row forward? No. So there is no chance. If you want to enjoy, if you believe that there are abundance and opportunities out there, which there are, then you got to be okay when a breakup happens to understand this part of life. So one way or another, she doesn't want to be with me, or I don't think she's the right girl for me. I got to break up, or she broke up. I got to go forward. There are other girls, there are other opportunities. So there is no other chance. And when the stumbling block or a challenge happens in life, what other choice do you have than doing your best to figure out what's the best way to negotiate this problem and resolve it and go forward to the next stage of your life in towards what you want to accomplish in this life? There is no other choice. So that's very easy. There is no how. It's a must. Aman says, can I get a girl liking me by being myself and not try to be cool as the other guys she likes? That's why they don't necessarily pay too much attention to you because you're always trying to be too cool. Just be yourself. Don't give a shit. You think of girls as because you like them and you need something from them, you want something from them, you treat them and put them on pedestal and make them so important, then they won't lose they will lose interest in you because they don't think they're that important. You think they're that important. And if you think they're that important when they don't think themselves that they're that important, they say, why is this guy thinking I'm so important? What's about me? They know about their own shortcomings. They know how messy they are in their home. They know that they're not really ladylike yet, or they know their shortcomings, whatever it may be. And they see themselves when they wake up in the morning. They're not that pretty, so they have to, clean up and do whatever it is and dress up nicely. And then they know all these things about themselves. So when they see that you really put them on pedestal, they say, why? I know I'm not that hot, but this guy pays so much attention to me, overly trying so hard to get my attention. Hmm, then that means he's not so important because he's treating me, who is not so important in my own view, so amazingly. That means he must not be so important. He must be desperate, trying to impress me so much. And because they don't have much confidence in themselves, when they think that you're too interested, but they don't think they're that interested themselves, then they think you're not good enough for them, even though it's not fact, because they don't have enough confidence to believe that they deserve this kind of attention. So you got to find a girl who actually has got enough qualification to deserve so much attention and has enough confidence in herself. And then you can unleash your attentions, at least moderately. Because if you pay too much attention to anyone, she'll think that she's too good for you. So pace it and be yourself. Don't think that, oh, life starts and ends with this girl. It doesn't. I know it seems it does, but it doesn't. Okay. Well, it's a very small crowd tonight. We were two and we are now one. Hussein said, did you make YouTube channel? Yes, I did actually. If you guys right now go to search for the 1 Point Live, there is a channel. Just subscribe. And I'll just put two short videos, like an intro, something quickly, just to get it going. I can't have live on it for the next 24 hours because I just verified it. And the problem with it is that it would have to have 4,000 hours of view and 1,000 subscribers before it can be monetized. So I'm not sure if we're actually doing the right thing because it's actually taken away subscribers from the ones from the channel that I want to populate. So now that I have it, I'm not sure. So from time to time, maybe I'll upload something there until it reaches the 1,000 subscribers or the 4,000 hours of view. And then I put a live stream on it. Um, because in that way, at least we won't lose um, money for the channel. Right now, the little money that the channel makes is because these live streams increase the hours watched. I put it on another channel that is not qualified yet to be monetized. Um, we'll lose subscribers who are supposed to come here. They go there for that possibly, and for the first 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, the time and effort will go nowhere. Where if we continued here and just feed the other channel with some videos now and there without doing a live stream, once it hits that number, then I can do some live streams there. Yeah, probably true, Hussein. I don't know why the notifications are not going there. YouTube has never been good in sending notification anyhow. And maybe it's because the people who are subscribing to my channel haven't clicked on the bell. Then YouTube is, cannot help it. But in general, YouTube doesn't really send notification. I've never really received, because it is not logical to think that I've got 24,000 subscribers and every month a couple of hundred is added. But when I put a live stream, only 10 people know about it. If they do. So I don't know what to do about it. If you guys have some, um, what is it, Instagram or whatnot, big accounts, introduce bits of these discussions, maybe, or just introduce a channel there, make a little announcement. So you will do some support to help people to find this channel. If you guys go on the One Point Live, just search for that, then you can subscribe right away. At least we can start. Yes, Hussein, but I've got 3,000 videos. Many of them have, some of them have 400,000 view, some of them 20, 60, 10, 5, I don't know, 40. And many of them mostly are like 500, 300. I don't know what's going on. One of them if should have gone viral, but the one that is most popular on this channel is the one that is probably the oldest. And it's the one. It's 12 minutes and 58 seconds. And this is a link for it. This video so far, I think it should have had millions, but it has only 370,447 views, 8,800 thumbs up, and 183 thumbs down. So I really don't know how a video should go viral, because we have covered so many things here. So like the idea, the fact that I received so many the fact that I have received so many emails and comments, but obviously it means it's popular, but I don't understand why it wouldn't go viral. I don't get it. And yeah, Hussein, the Pebble video is the highest in views. Aman says your Pebble video is like Einstein's equation. Yeah, that thing blew up, and it was like done what 11 years ago? What 10 years ago? 8 years ago. Hussein says, sir, your channel is visible because I had also find your channel 20 days ago. It means YouTube is promoting your channel. Oh, really? But why is it that we have such a, I used to have five, at least at the beginning, 500 subscribers every month, at least. And I was growing fast. I mean, relatively fast to now. But now it's like about 200, below 200 subscribers. That means people don't find it, don't see it. Hussein, what did you search that my channel came up as one of your search? How to move on after breakup. But I've got lots of videos on that. If I just copy and paste this, how to move on after breakup, on my how to move on after breakup. If you put a dash between break and up, there's only one that comes up. But if you take that out, still one. Or what if it's one word? As one word, nothing comes up. I guess the way it's spelled is also important. Yeah, we have the material, but we don't have the exposure. I don't know what to do with it. He says your video is not first, but I find it after skipping so many videos. Do not put dash. Yeah, that one, it has a dash. And Tombstone says, hey, Meran, how's it going, man? Hello, Tombstone. How are you, dear? We're trying to figure out how to promote this channel that obviously doesn't get notifications out as it should. Because right now, it's been 25 minutes. We only have two people here. Now, with you, three people. So that's kind of funny. And we're trying to see how we can get it promoted somehow. If somebody just keys in breakup on my channel, they will have 29 videos. And if they put breakup as two words, they'll still have 29 videos. No, they'll have 111 videos. If they put breakup as one word without the dash in the middle, let's see, it will have 29. If they put breakup as two words, break, space, and up, it's two words, we'll have 111. And if we put breakup to dash, let's see what we have. Still get 111. With the dash and as two words is 111, as one word is 29. So it also has to do with how many people check it with what spelling. Hussein says, sir, so do you have any regret in life? No. There may be some minor things that would bring about some concerns and worries. Other than that, no, nothing major whatsoever. Well, it's funny though. Sometimes at this time, Saturday nights, Vancouver time, I suddenly get so many viewers that I didn't expect. But sometimes, like tonight, there's only like four people, three people. Hussein says, how, sir? Because people told that everyone had done mistakes and have regrets. And I said, my mistakes and regrets just as many as other people, but not big ones. Some oversight, some human mistakes, but no regrets. I always try to think deep and judge well before I do something, but sometimes I miss, and those are my mistakes. Maybe not, clear enough in communication or something, but I have no regrets. No. You can't have any regrets. I have a video on regret. I remember when I was in university, I had a professor in business, and he was my advisor as well, Dr. Richard Ferris. And in one of the classes in behavior and organization, he said, and I never forgot, at the time one makes a decision, one believes that that decision is correct. Otherwise, you will make that decision. If you don't think that the decision that you're making in a certain circumstance is a correct decision, you wouldn't commit to it. You don't take action on it. So at the time that one makes a decision, one believes that that decision is correct. Otherwise, if one thinks that the decision is not correct, wouldn't make it because nobody's crazy unless you're crazy. So now, after you make the decision, maybe an hour later or 2 hours later or 2 days later or longer later, you say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's because the information that you now have is further more than the information you had at the time you made that decision. Because at the time you made the decision, that was the information you could work with, whatever was available. Based on that, you made a decision and you believe that that decision is correct. Later on, you can't regret it because the reason you're regretting it because new information has shown up, and based on that, you would have wanted to change your decision. But that information was not available at the time that you made the decision. So you can't have a regret because at the time that you made the decision, You believe, given the circumstances and information available to you, that that decision was correct because everybody wants to make a correct decision. Nobody purposely is going to make a bad decision or incorrect decision. So, since at the time that you made the decision, you naturally must have believed that that decision is correct because everybody wants to make a correct decision. Therefore, you cannot have any regret because the regret comes when you come up with new information that wasn't available then. So, what regret do you have? You were not at fault. Thea Leah, what a cute name. Thea Leah, it rhymes. Says, hi, I have Okay, first, let me see. You got to let me know your gender, age, and where you're tuning in from. Thea, when you do um, exposure prevention therapy, that helps you to retrain your brain to bring the balance that you always had to you. That's not going to make you gay. It's a therapy to help you not to. But your friend had a point. We are creatures of the surrounding. If you're constantly exposed to that as something that everybody around you is engaged in, then it becomes something that it is not normal to you because you're not gay. It may seem normal to you because you're constantly exposed to it. So I'm not sure how it would affect you, but I don't believe anybody who is not interested in a certain lifestyle would be constantly surrounded by people who are engaged in that lifestyle. Usually, people are attracted to their kind of life. So it's like if you go to a sports convention and you're a tennis player, you naturally go towards the group who are the tennis players are chatting. And other groups are basketball players or football players or whatever it is. So it wouldn't be kind of a usual thing for a tennis player to go to a sport convention and then go stand with the, I don't know, football players or basketball players or whatever else it may be. So you saying that a constant exposure to that lifestyle would turn you gay, it's not true because if you're not gay, you won't turn gay, but it may have an effect on your behavior or your perception of that lifestyle other than what you used to have because you're overly exposed constantly to that environment. It's natural about anything else. You constantly exposed to a certain sports, you get to know about it and it becomes something that you may or may not become interested in. I really don't have a specific study on what percentage, if any, would gravitate toward that lifestyle if they're constantly exposed to that or not. But human being is a creature of habit, and the is affected by the environment around it. So it may have something in it. So that's why I guess naturally most people gravitate toward um, spending their time more toward and with the people that share the same kind of a lifestyle, not contrary to their lifestyle. It's just natural. A person who's homosexual would naturally prefer to spend time with similar lifestyle friends of his or hers, and people who are heterosexual naturally would be more comfortable to spend more of their time with the friends who are of the same inclination. But many people are friends regardless of their gender, and that is a very normal thing. But overly exposure of it, it's not something that each person would actually plan for it and would not necessarily prefer either way, homosexual or heterosexual. It's just natural. You gravitate toward what you are interested in rather than gravitating toward things that you're not interested in. So, anyhow, if you have OCD or HOCD, that's not going to make you gay either. It's just a thing that you're supposed to learn how to rewire your brain because there's a glitch and malfunction in the signaling system of the brain. And the education and what the psychologists, psychotherapists have explained and science has come up with it helps you to understand it. No different than a homosexual person does not become a heterosexual if he hangs around the heterosexuals so much. you know, it works both ways. But generally, they wouldn't prefer to constantly hang around people who are not of the same lifestyle. And the same thing goes for heterosexuals. But regardless of if you have HOCD or not, if this is not your choice and this is not your inclination, you wouldn't. You may think because of the OCD that, oh, something you have to be worried about, but in reality, no, it's just thoughts. That's why you learn about HOCD and educate yourself. All right, this is turning into a private discussion between three people. So obviously, my hypothesis about having a live stream late at night to bring about Europeans and Australians and Hong Kong and in Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, and India, and so on, wasn't correct. No, no, I never said that, Tia. You say, so wait, if you overly expose yourself to a different lifestyle, you can definitely change your sexuality even without OCD. No, of course not. I didn't say that. I said it may make a certain kind of a effect on you, but usually nobody spends overly of his time. Nobody spends time overly with something that he's not interested in. And so the amount of the exposure to those sort of things is, a normal amount, just like any interaction, is fine. And it could be fine to constantly be around a different lifestyle too. But it depends if you prefer that or not, or if you have any alternative or not. Usually, adults won't necessarily feel comfortable to be around different lifestyles that is not of their interest. Same goes with homosexuals, same goes for heterosexuals. There are the personal preferences. But that's what I'm saying. It may not be so comfortable for a homosexual to constantly have all his friends heterosexual because that is not necessarily, that's fine for him, but it's not necessarily his lifestyle that he would prefer. And the vice versa of it is the same. but it doesn't mean that they would be changing inclination just because they're hanging around each other. That's not what I said. Hussein says, I think, sir, you have to do nighttime India. Nighttime? Oh, yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I will try that. That means early here. Yeah, I should try that. Well, I sleep late and I wake up late, so naturally I can't, have that test done. But I should. I should. Well, guys, it's been 41 minutes, and we're only four people, and I think we've spent enough time answering. I think I can maybe uh, do something else with my time and do some trimmings video for you guys. And don't forget to go on the One Point Live and subscribe anyhow. So we will just start building it. So it's time for me to say, you're quite welcome, Thea. I appreciate it. Says thank you, and your videos help me a lot. Says you're a good person and wish you best. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best too. It's time for me to say I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. Uh, I look forward to have the next live stream with you. In the meantime, be good to yourself and to the others. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind that seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.